Hey Ellen,
Hi, how you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Are you really though?
Yeah, I mean, doing better than I thought I would be doing at
Yeah,
this
good
point.
job. It's
Yeah,
isn't it amazing how adaptive and resilient humanity can actually be when we don't have any choice?
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And I think because I'd kind of been expecting it to happen,
yeah,
like the week before it happened, I had a bit of a panic and was like, what are we going to do?
yeah,
Like, it's going to be so hard. And I'd already started thinking, like, we're going to have to go online. Like, what can we do? And so then when it happened, I was like, okay, this is stressful.
yeah.
It's hard, but I think I'd already kind of accepted that that was what was going to happen anyway. So that
And
was a bit better.
it's very much the stages of grief, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
everyone is
Yeah.
going through like as if they've just lost a grandparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been interesting to see how people adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk me through it. Hit me with some questions. What can I help you with?
Um, really, like how to find a niche is kind of what I struggle with the most. Like we do like a group training. It's like strength and conditioning
Yep,
training.
yep.
Um, and yeah, like I don't know, we just kind of really struggle with like nailing down like who we're targeting because we like it's something that we feel like is really good for everybody and everybody can do it.
Which is
And so
part of the
like
problem. As soon as you say this product is for everyone, it really sort of means it's for no one, doesn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And so yeah, just trying to do that. And because I really like to talk a lot about like mindset and um, you know, body image, I suppose, a lot for
yeah.
women, like getting women into training and that sort of thing. But like my husband and I do kind of do this together. And so like I just don't know if that really fits with our brand and like if that is going to appeal to like well we kind of want like men to do it as well, not
Yeah,
that we're like doing it,
yeah.
like
I
just
understand. Cool. Okay. So the first thing that I would suggest is that you shouldn't confuse your unique selling proposition with your avatar.
yeah,
Yeah. So you having a USP is not our niche is women over 70, or our niche are teenagers and early 20s. Yeah. So don't confuse niche with a population.
yeah,
Your niche can also be what you do. So there
yeah,
can be a service that you offer. Now, let's say that that the style of exercise you prescribe is very, very time efficient.
yeah,
Yeah. So all of your workouts are 5 minutes or less, let's say. Yeah. And that can be your niche. Your niche is we are for time poor people. Now that can be time poor 90-year-olds or it can be time poor 12-year-olds.
yeah,
So I would look at what it is that you and your husband are able to deliver really well. Now, around that mindset sort of space, if that is something that you think is a strength of yours, I would take this opportunity to say, all right, here are the problems that exist currently in the population. A big problem at the moment is that people are going to maybe be struggling with their mental health. If not now, in a couple of months' time, definitely.
yeah,
There's a problem. This is a big problem that is going to need to be solved. And it can be solved by exercise and by being mindful and all that other stuff you do.
mm-hmm.
Now you ask yourself what you're really good at. And this circle here, these are all the things that you and your husband are really good at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you move these two circles together into a Venn diagram.
Yeah,
There is a part of this diagram where they overlap. So you've got all the problems that are currently faced by society, all the things you're good at. Where they overlap, those are the problems that you are uniquely positioned to solve.
yeah,
They're the things that you guys are really good at doing, and they're the things that are really needed by the population at the moment.
yeah,
That is your niche. So you
yeah,
need to identify all the problems people have, all the things you're good at, where they overlap, you need to double down on that.
yeah, 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 that makes sense.
And
um,
I think it's going to be somewhere around the mental health sort of thing. So
yeah,
yeah, it'll be somewhere around that awareness, that mindset side of things.
yeah,
So you market this as this is exercise to improve your mental health. And there
yeah,
are certain forms of exercise that that are in some way going to be more conducive to improving mental health. So all the research has shown like more rhythmical type movements are great for mental health. Certain levels of exertion are great for improving mental health. So really double down on that, start putting out information and research on that. And it's going to position you as the experts in that space.
Yeah. Because that was like another question, I guess, is like about putting out like content and value.
Yep.
Like adding value, I guess, in a way, like, because I'm always kind of like, there's so many other people that are like more qualified than me or have like a stronger background in this. So what kind of do I have to add to that space?
Okay. So yes, maybe there are people who are more qualified from like, I don't know, maybe an experience point of view, or maybe they've done more uni degrees or something, but your qualification is your ability to empathize with your clients.
Yeah.
And that's worth more than 6 years at uni.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can find, and again, if we go to these two circles, the smaller the overlap, the more niche you're getting, the more you are going to be the expert in that field.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can find a couple of things that you do well and overlap them. So let's say, for example, there's a hairdresser. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of a random example here. It's a hairdresser, and there are much more experienced hairdressers than them. There are people who do better cuts than them. There are better stylists than them. They're just a hairdresser. But their little side hobby is they love making cupcakes. Now, they aren't the best baker. They don't have a patisserie store. They're sort of okay at it, but they're pretty good, and they're a pretty good hairdresser. What if you were to overlap these two things and have a salon called Cuts and Cakes? And people go in there and they get a pretty good haircut and they get a pretty good cupcake.
Yeah.
But they are the best person on the entire planet Earth out of billions of people who does cuts and cakes. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know how the hygiene stuff's going to go there. But you can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there is something that you are better at than anyone else on this entire planet. You just need to find that thing and then market that to people.
Yeah.
It's definitely there.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah, I guess, it just feels so flooded. Like we were already in a really saturated market here. Like in and there's so many gyms.
Yeah.
And then now it's like we're all online. So it's the same thing.
Yeah. So now is the time to say, okay, we have to work out what our cuts and cakes is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to take some brainstorming, and like I would literally do this like on paper and have some circles and write down, these are all the problems people have. These are all the things that we are really good at and that we are uniquely positioned to help people with. Where is the overlap? Let's become the first person to market. We are the first person who has, like, instead of a daily workout where, oh, cool, it's burpees and sit-ups and push-ups again, the same as everyone else is doing. You maybe have a mental workout. So there's like a little mental skills training drill that you do with some sort of visualization, some sort of arousal regulation type of thing, and you offer that. And that can even be incorporated in the exercise session itself. Because you are solving the problems that people are going to be having in 4 weeks' time. Think into the future. Think about what problems are about to emerge that we haven't quite seen yet. Start creating a program to help people to improve and to solve that problem.
Right. Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I haven't actually given you any answers or solutions, but hopefully what I've given you is a bit of a template to say, this is the sort of stuff I want you to start thinking about.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Yeah.
I'm going to leave you with that. Can you hit me up in a couple of days once you guys have had a chance to sit down and have a think, and just let me know what's come out of your mind, and let me know what your cupcakes and cuts is, or whatever I was calling it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Will do.
All right, Ellen. Hope it helps. Keep me posted.
Great. Thanks so much, Dan. Appreciate it.
Stay safe.
See ya.
Bye.